All right, my little loves, today is a rainy day, so I have my blanket, and I wanted to read to you today by the fireplace. I have a really special book for you today. It's called After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. And I really like this story because I think that the egg in this story is very courageous. Courageous means to be brave. And I think that sometimes people think that being brave means you're not scared or you never get scared. But I think that being brave means even if you are scared, you move forward. You get back up again, you keep trying. I actually think being brave is all about being scared and what you do with that fear. And I think that this egg is very brave and very courageous because he feels some fear, he experiences some fear. But what he does with it is quite powerful and beautiful. So I want to read this story to you today. It's called After the Fall. It's by Dan Santat. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know, it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then, one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks call it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Do you know the rhyme? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. So they put most of him back together, but some things they couldn't fix. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I can see his cereal up there, but look, I think he's too afraid to climb up the ladder now, ever since the fall. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying until I got it just right. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. I can see in his eyes, he's looking up at the wall, and I see his plane that he made. Oh, they always do. There it goes. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall, but the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. Terrified means really, really scared. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Crack, crack. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Crack. Something's happening to him. and learned how to fly. My loves, look what happened. The egg was cracking, and the egg broke, and what came out of it? A bird. He learned to fly. Even though he was scared, he got back up on that wall, and he hatched. There he is. The back of the story says, life begins when you get back up. So the next time that you feel like you fell down, or you feel scared, or you feel stuck, I want you to remember this and climb that ladder back up. All right, I love you. Until next time.